this video is brought to you by Tools for Giants!
Mikkie!
Ladies and gentlemen, hello!
People! Gentle people.
Okay, yeah, this, I can say...
It's warm.
This chair
It's warm.
is very hot. But everything for the looks, hey? Everything
Mikkie,
for the looks.
why was I summoned to this warm and cozy tent?
Because I want to earn some money.
Oh, wow.
And it's raining, so we thought this would be the perfect choice to discuss what the best budget knife is. We'll make a video about it, like another battle, as we did 5 years ago, because it's been 5 years, Maarten.
Oh, we're gonna make another video about this sometime.
Yeah, sometime. But we've done quite a lot of budget knife videos over these past years.
Yeah.
Let's make a summary. Which one is the best?
Last few weeks we did quite some budget knife. BPS, Ontario.
I can say, we've got Mora, Marttiini, BPS, Hultafors, Hudson Bay, Ontario, you know those knife things. Jaktkit Puukko and the Condor. Hultafors, I don't know if we're gonna discuss which one is the best.
Okay.
I'm sitting here
I forgot.
with details, with actual knowledge. You know what knowledge is?
Power.
I will tell you, I'm beginning to smell the plastic of these chairs.
But first, our giveaway.
So we are giving away, actually Mikkie, this knife. Extreme Mato Grosso, thanks to Tools for Gents. We are giving away the Tops Hammer Hull, thanks to Tops. We are giving away the Valknieven A1 Pro, thanks to DBK. We are giving away the Valknieven F1 VG Wolf. We are giving away the Civivi bow, thanks to Civivi. And we are giving it the CRKT CEO Compact, thanks to Tactical Knives UK.
The winners of last month's giveaway are at the end of this video.
Let's start with the Mora. I mean, you've got the Mora Companion, heavy duty, and the Garberg. Well, you've got a lot more Mora models, but those are the ones that we're gonna choose out of.
So we don't have the Garberg with us here.
Yeah.
Companion heavy duty. This is not a Companion heavy duty. This is Companion heavy duty.
Yeah, that one is 17 bucks. I mean, it will depend on which country you live, but euro and dollar are kind of the same now, so it's about $17 euros.
So for me, Mikkie, this knife has probably been the most recommended knife for people who are starting bushcraft. You know, if you are like 16 years old, $20 can be a lot of money. But I think with the Mora Companion heavy duty, you get a knife that is practically indestructible.
Can I pause you for a sec?
Yeah.
I need to adjust my microphone.
But yeah, for me, this is probably the most recommended budget knife for people who are starting bushcrafting, because this is a knife that you can rely on.
The heavy duty.
The heavy duty, this is a knife you can rely on. And I really like that handle. And mine is still acceptable, actually.
Touch mine for a sec.
Yeah, that's hot. That's hot, that's very hot. Yeah, this knife is practically indestructible, and that handle, Mikkie, ooh, that handle is... You know, it's like with Valknieven, you get a carefree sheath, carefree knife. Although this is carbon though.
Yeah.
But the handle, it's nice and cold. I like it.
Okay, so we go for the carbon steel with the Mora then.
Yeah, just because this, you probably will never destroy even with baton.
Yeah. Then I have to ask you, Companion, heavy duty or Garberg? I've got a comment about the Garberg.
Okay, but do you wanna... Are you asking me in like price to performance?
Yeah.
Companion heavy duty.
Okay, great. If you go for the Garberg, I would want to say maybe don't go for the leather sheath, because I've done that once. Broke the button on the sheath.
That's a shame.
That's not good.
And Mikkie, but with all things in this world have become more expensive. Except somehow the Mora Garberg, which has become less expensive. I think you can get it from like 77 euros or whatever. Really good deal.
I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit, because otherwise it's gonna take very long. We've got the Marttiini Lynx.
Ooh.
Yeah. And we had the Timberjack, which was the even cheaper one. This one is $52.90.
Looks like your knife. Dirty and a little bit rusted.
Calm down that tone of voice, Maarten.
Well, Mikkie, this is a really good looker, I think, for the price.
But would you take this one over the plastic one?
I think this one is like 44 euros. The plastic one you can get for 14 euros and up, if you, depending on the type of sheath you get. But yeah, for me, this is a really nice looking bushcraft knife. This is a knife that you would give to somebody, or that if you take it with you, that people will ask, wow, that's a nice looking knife you got there.
Yeah, I think it's a very great knife for the price. But the Timberjack, if
Really
your budget
sharp.
is lower, go for that one, because that is amazing. But the next knife, we also did the BPS knife, that Ukrainian.
Oh, Mikkie, that was maybe one
Crazy!
of the biggest surprise this year has been this knife. The BPS, what's it called?
Adventurer. This was
Yeah,
an
yeah.
Adventurer camping knife.
What was the price?
39, it's $40.
$40. Big knife. Good quality leather sheath.
Did you say dick knife?
No, big knife.
Oh.
If I would say dick knife, it would be a small knife. If it compared to mine. And a fire steel for $40.
But I want to say, that steel does not sound good in my ears.
No.
1066, but when we tested it, the knife actually did pretty good. Yeah, mine is really hot. Mine is really
Yeah,
hot.
many over. It did well. I think, you know, for people with a low budget, this is just one of the best packages that you can get. You get a fire steel, you get a leather sheath, you get a nice knife.
Handmade.
Handmade. Yeah, it's
One of the best deals. And if you don't like the handles, you can also carve your own handles with this very easily.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Out of
Even
these
use
knives,
the same screws.
out of these knives, probably the worst steel,
Yeah.
but the best package.
Yeah, I would say
Most value.
with these knives, if you had the choice of these knives, I would go for the Ukrainian knife, the
Yeah.
DPS.
Me too. As a bushcraft knife.
Yeah, but then comes a big player. The Hultafors OK4.
Oh,
Outdoor.
long time no see.
When we did the budget knife video, that was the knife that won.
What
And
was
I
the-
forgot how good this knife was until Maarten mentioned it to me today. And he said that this knife won. I was like, what?
Yeah. Even has a measurement tool on it.
And if you compare this one to the companion,
I could measure. Yeah, 1 inch.
this one is 24 euros. But it's got an HRC of 60.
Whoa.
And that is great. That is, so for the people who don't know, that is how hard a knife is.
But Mora is also 95/60 in carbon.
As far as I can remember, this knife held the best edge, and it
Yeah.
could handle everything we threw at it.
And gotta say, I have not held this knife for a very long time, but that handle is
It
really
feels-
nice. That's
it
really nice
feels
handle.
Great.
It's like the Mora robust handle, but large enough and better.
Yeah,
More
it
comfortable,
is.
yeah.
It is great, and it's nice for bushcrafting as well. But then we get like a controversial knife, because this knife,
Ooh. But Mikkie, that looks like a butcher's knife.
the Old Hickory knife. With this knife,
That's becoming really hot.
this is the Ontario Old Hickory butcher's knife.
Yeah.
And I have to say, we made a video about this knife 2 weeks ago, but there
Yeah.
are a few things on this knife that bother me.
Okay.
Because on paper, this is by far the best deal.
Yeah.
This is $18, 18. I looked it
Yeah.
up, it's $18, even more, it was even cheaper than I expected. Not that I said that in the video, but it has no tip. It is pretty thin, and it has no spine.
Yeah.
It could be a really great knife, but you really want to adjust it. So you want to give it a
Yeah.
new edge, you want to give it a tip, and you want to sharpen the spine, and maybe even give it new handles, because
But
those
we
with
got-
Vertonic, they loosen up already.
As a butcher's knife, it comes a little bit too dull out of the factory, I believe. But
Yeah, but those other knives, I believe they have the same handle, and they probably loosen as fast.
yeah,
But it is great that it has 1095 steel in it. So, if you want to modify a knife a little bit, I would say that this is probably one of the best choices here on the table. And then we have a very, very big player. We haven't got it here. We've got the Jaktkit Puukko. And to be honest,
It got slightly more expensive recently, didn't it?
yeah, it is now, without the sheath, 45 euros.
Yeah.
And with sheath, it's 80 euros.
Okay, so we're gonna count 80 euros.
Yeah, but I have to say...
Okay, you might wonder
Why is my hair wet?
Why does Mikkie look so wet? He just had to climb between the trees, get over the fence to ask the guy next here if he could stop blowing the leaves. Okay, the Jaktkit Puukko.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know what you're saying with that it should cost then 80 euros because it has to come with a sheath. But I do want to say, look, that sheath of the Hickory Puukko, it is almost giving milk still. That's how much leather is on that sheath. No, look, seriously, I mean, it has way more leather than, let's say, what was it? Timberjack?
Yeah.
Or no, that sheath costs €4, the leather sheath. This one costs €40.
Yeah. It's really good quality sheath. Knife will never come out. You can lock the knife in there.
But if you have a different sheath,
yeah,
you can also get that knife for around the $50. And that is by far the best.
Yeah. But even for $80, or €80 that compares it to the Garberg, I would say the Civivi Hickory Puukko is the more indestructible knife. It's the knife that you would depend your life on.
I mean, no knife on this list is gonna win from the Hickory Puukko. It's just not gonna happen.
Should we give like a few categories and we ask each other and then we discuss which these knives fit best?
So like survival, bushcraft, and then maybe overall.
Yeah.
Shall we make those the categories?
Yeah.
Let's start with survival then.
Yeah.
Survival.
Well, for me that is probably the easiest one.
Yeah, Hickory Puukko?
Hickory Puukko.
Hickory Puukko.
You know, Mora Garberg could also fit the bill.
Yeah.
If that is a knife you like more, but I would say I would trust my life more on the Civivi Hickory Puukko carbon version.
All these knives you probably want to go for the carbon version for the best result. Do want to say that for survival it is great to have that knife because it's just indestructible, but also it doesn't rust as fast as 1095 steel, which we could see in the last video. We had a piece of lemon lying on it for 5 minutes and it was rusted already. Nevertheless, bushcrafting, I think I would go for the Marttiini. That is such a beautiful knife.
I think these are the two knives that get into the bushcraft category.
Yeah, but also if you look purely at budget, the left one, the BPS knife is $40. That one is with a plastic sheath.
No, this one is also $40. The Lynx. This is the Lynx Forge. It's also $40.
You are right.
You know what?
You are right. Sorry, you are right.
I'm actually changing my decision.
Yeah, you're right.
Because as a starting bushcrafter, of course, this looks nice.
Yeah.
This looks better. But if you want a knife that you can do a lot of bushcraft with, come on, you get a leather sheath, you get a fire steel.
Yeah.
That's kind of the complete bushcrafting package there for $40.
You get a fire steel as well.
Yeah. So for me, this,
Martien, you're right. You are right.
Purely carving, okay. Purely carving, this wins.
Yeah, the Lynx. The Lynx Forge.
But for fire making and stuff like that, little bit of batoning, this is full tang. This is not full tang.
It also had a sharp spine, didn't it?
Very sharp, very sharp spine. Very sharp spine, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so Civivi Hickory Puukko, the for bushcraft, the BPS Adventure for the budget.
Yeah.
And then overall.
Yeah. That's where these two knives come in. You know, of course, they can also be used for bushcraft. They can also be used for survival if you don't have anything else. But for me personally, these are the type of knives that I use around the house and the shed. That you know, I don't care if they break. I don't care if they get damaged.
Yeah.
And that's where I find the Moras and the Hultafors come in really handy. Is that they are cheap knives that you don't have to care about. They do everything just fine.
Maintenance free, yeah.
These are nice for the toolbox. If the few dollars extra don't bother you, that is the better knife.
That is it. That is the conclusion.
That is the conclusion.
Actually, when we started this video, I didn't know what the conclusion was gonna be. Thank you very much. We are here every Thursday, 1 p.m. PDT. The rain is coming back.
Whether it rains or not, we are here.
Whoa. This time it's actually really starting to rain this hard.
Yeah.
Okay, we finished this video right in time, Maarten. Ladies and gentlemen, see you later. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.